Hey and welcome back everyone, how's it going? I hope you're all well, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing you how to cook and present crispy octopus restaurant style. Please do enjoy. Alrighty, so first thing we have to do is to start off with the shellfish mayo. Crack in 2 whole eggs and 1 teaspoon of mustard in a medium-sized bowl, followed by some grapeseed oil. We're going to measure about 200 ml of grapeseed oil. So here I'm just using a hand blender. You can obviously use a whisk or a food processor, that's easier. But here this is just as easy as just using a machine. So you just want to first blitz up the egg and the mustard together for about 2 minutes, and then slowly and gradually add in the grapeseed oil. Just a little at a time. This process is very important because you could potentially split the emulsification and have to restart all over again. So once the mayonnaise is thickened up slightly, slowly add in your shellfish oil. At all times, make sure you're always blending. Why is that? Well, if you stop blending the sauce, the emulsification won't actually work. It can have more of a chance of splitting and the process will all go wrong. Beautiful, shellfish mayo is looking great. So next, now we add in our white vinegar and about 2 pinches of smoked paprika, followed by salt and cracked black pepper. Look at this, nice, smooth and creamy mayonnaise done. So next stage of the dish is our truffled peas. So first you want to add in about 1 litre of water to the pot and bring it up to the boil. Season your pot up with a good amount of salt and add in your frozen peas. I've got here about 1 cup of frozen peas and bring it up to the boil. So usually when I cook greens like peas or broccoli, I always have a iced water bath beside me, just because this will help stop the cooking process from any greens. And also, if you leave it straight in a tray or in a bowl without any cold water and ice, the actual color of the greens will go darker and keep cooking as it's warm. So you have to always chuck it into ice water to prevent it from going brown. Let it sit for about 5 minutes in the ice water until it's fully cold through the middle. So once it's cooled all the way through, you want to drain out the water and the peas separately. And you want to blitz very slightly the peas, not all the way through. You want to half blitz it, add in truffle oil and some seasoning, salt and cracked black pepper. Give it a nice mix and set aside for later use. Next stage to the dish is our pickled red grapefruit. So in a large jug, you want to add in your apple balsamic vinegar, followed by some cold water, and add to a hot pan. Bring up to a boil and add in some caster sugar. Season well with a good amount of salt. So here we've got 1 grapefruit. All we want to do is just peel off the skin. So here I'm going to show you guys how to segment an orange or a grapefruit. You've probably seen orange being done before. Grapefruit is exactly the same. So make sure you have a small sharp paring knife for this. It's a lot easier to work with. You want to cut the membranes off to segment the grapefruit pieces here. So you make sure you're using an even downward stroke to have a consistent cut of grapefruit segment, just like so. So with the excess flesh, you don't want to chuck that out, you actually want to keep it. It's got heaps of juice in it, so you just want to flush out all that juice into the pickling liquid to infuse. Once infused for about 5 minutes, you want to add it straight to the grapefruit segments and let it sit there for no longer than 10 minutes, otherwise the heat of the liquid will cook the grapefruit too much. So next step to the dish is our parsley crisps. So you want to add in your grapeseed oil to a medium-sized pot, and you want to bring it up to temperature at about 170-175 degrees Celsius. And you want to peel your parsnip skin, remove that excess, and you want to just use the inside, the flesh. So peel into a nice thin strokes so you get that nice crispy texture when we fry them. Okay, so you want to slowly add in your parsnips into the fryer. Make sure when you add them in that you have a long piece of tongs or tweezers that I've got here. This will help your hand just getting out of reach to the oil. Once beautifully and golden like so, you want to add to a tray with chucks or a paper towel just to dry off that excess oil. Add some salt and set aside for later use. Next stage to our dish is our butter, olive and caper sauce. So at this stage you want to peel and dice up one red onion, add about 50 grams of unsalted butter to a medium-sized pan and place the heat on medium to high heat. You want to cook this butter up until it becomes nice and bubbly and foamy, and add in a touch of olive oil to give that extra flavor. Add the onions to the butter pan and cook until the onions are nice and soft. So while the onions are cooking slowly on a low heat now, you want to grab a third of a cup of mixed olives, and you want to finely slice and dice these into the same size as the onion was cut, so they cook and look the same when presented on the dish. So once the onions are nice and soft, add in your olives and give it a nice good stir. Add in a third cup of capers. Finally chop a small handful of parsley, and you just want to add that to the sauce. Season well with salt and cracked black pepper. Ease off a bit on the salt because we've got the olives and the capers that are already naturally salty, so don't add too much salt. Beautiful, easy as that, we're done. Now we go, our next step is our pork belly crumb. So here I've got some pork belly crisps that I've fried off already. If you want to see me do a full video recipe on how I got these crispy skin crackles, just comment down below to see me do a full video recipe on it. So here you just want to finely chop up the pork crispy crackles into a nice crumb size, whatever size you like. You can be finer if you like, or you can do a bit more chunkier. Here I've just done a medium size cut. you just want to add in some dried oregano, a pinch of each, paprika, followed by some olive oil, salt, and a bit of cracked black pepper. Give it a nice good stir and add to a tray into the oven to reactivate the crispiness from the crumb. So if you watched my previous video on how to cook an octopus, this is just my leftovers that I had from the actual whole octopus itself. So I've already cut it up into portions. Here I'll show you how to cook it pretty much the same way I did as last time, but a bit more decadent in flavor. Add in about 75 grams of unsalted butter, followed by a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, and you want to put this up to a nice heat until it starts to foam. So remember, with this octopus, it's already cooked, so all we're doing here is we're just heating it up through the middle and giving it a nice crispy outer color. Add into the butter bath and cook on a medium to high heat until you get that nice crispy dark skin on the outside. Season well with salt and pepper and cook until nice. So here you want to add in a little bit more butter to get more flavor and juices out from the octopus. Once it starts to foam up again, baste your octopus in your beautiful butter bath. Add in a pinch of dried lemon oregano and some sweet paprika. So at this stage we're done. Here I'm going to show you guys how to plate up my octopus restaurant style. Enjoy. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something today. I hope I've inspired you to learn, grow, and create in your food. Just the last few touches. Here I have some beautiful Himalayan salt crystal. Just shave a little dusting to finish off this beautiful decadent dish. If you loved this video, please don't forget to subscribe for me and push that bell button for more notifications so you can be up to date with my new videos and recipes online every time. Please like, comment down below for what food recipes you would like me to cook for future video requests. Thank you guys for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time with another video. Ciao.